Alright, welcome back everybody. Um, I played Minecraft before. I played on the Xbox for years and not so much on PC, but now that we're able to play on PC and Xbox, play at the same time. Me and Robin, that's that name there. It actually stands for all my kids. It's their account, which is Quinn, Robin, Ty, and Marcus. Earlier she had a really dark black something I should be killing. I whacked her once, but I just had a wooden. It was what?
It was an angry Enderman.
Angry Enderman. That's the first thing I want to say when I turn around and you start screaming about mobs in the area. So, anyway, I was watching Fry 'em Up, which is literally the only streamer there is that I watch. And me and the kids really enjoy him. He started talking about claustrophobia and don't like that feeling being trapped underground. And I understand that. I deal with that a lot in games. So, especially like Farming Simulator and stuff like that. So, I thought, why not make a video on it? I don't know if anybody has. So, I figured I would. Didn't really look for one to see if it was one or anything like that. Just kind of did it for me because I like watching. Who knows? He probably won't ever get to see it. He's a lot more famous than I'll ever be. So I just thought I'd show him. So the first thing I'm doing, which is not really dealing with that, it's just kind of how before I get started, one of the many things that I like to do before I get started playing the game. Like I said, I've beat the dragon a long time ago, but it was with my oldest son, and he don't live here anymore. He's in his mid 20s and stuff, so I don't try to do anything like that now. I just play and kind of relax and have fun. So one of the first things I always do when I play this game, I always make it so I can find my way home. And so I don't write down coordinates and all that kind of stuff. What I do is I usually make a tower, but pretty much some already here, already given. So, and put some torches on it, so that way I can find my way home.
Hey, it's nighttime.
I know it's not time. Get in your bed if you're worried about it.
I am in bed.
Yeah.
That skeleton's gonna shoot me.
Well, shoot him back.
I can't!
Now, Robin, you're being a little stressed.
No, I'm not.
Just get your sword out and stay safe. I should be done here pretty quick. Won't take long. Plus, it gives you a chance to kind of look around and see. I've only got 3 torches right now, but I'll eventually will light all this up
Come on,
so
I
it could
don't
be.
wanna die out here.
You crying?
Yes.
I'm the one that's got to deal with anything. I guess I put one. This is endless, but I'll put one here for now. I think.
The chicken will protect me.
Yes, that chicken will protect you.
I'm not going
That chicken knows chichu. Okay, so I'm probably going to deal with these. I got an enderman right here below me.
Okay, I'm coming with my Enderman suit on then.
Really? That's actually a thing. Your enderman suit will stop enderman from messing with you? I don't believe that.
No. I'm
Well,
sure it doesn't, but still. It
he
might
shouldn't deal with me, but he acts like he's wanting to.
Ah!
I don't.
I didn't mean to look at you, Enderman. I'm sorry.
Well, you're dead. You know, you got us all killed last time you did that.
No, I didn't mean to.
Go out in the water.
Owie.
Mm.
I didn't mean to hurt him.
So, well, at least I got all your screams,
He thinks he's ugly. He's really not. I
Robin.
guess that's why he doesn't like people who die.
Robin, just don't look at the Enderman. Which I just did.
Like, look at him first, like, second.
But I'm not gonna cry.
Can you go get my stuff?
He's a little upset, but you got him a little bit mad. So, did you ever think about going to water? Here, I'll look at you now, buddy. Come here.
Like,
Yeah,
he doesn't like you, and he doesn't like water, so it's even.
yeah.
Actually, it's
I got
100%.
drowned on me now. If you're gonna make us restart this recording all over again, seriously,
I'm watching you on the screen, the animal's just running around, like, chasing you.
I'm not worried about this game. Don't scare me out here. So
Oh my god.
there's drowned everywhere.
This Enderman is just walking around me, and I'm scared as heck.
Robin,
Oh, I'm in bed.
just find you a way to look that is not at the Enderman. He will go away. I promise.
I'm in my bed.
Robin, breathe. You if you're gonna be stressed this much now, what are you gonna do in a couple years when you're a teenager? Be more stressed?
Probably.
Probably.
Hey, but I've played Minecraft Survival before, so I'm sort of good.
Yeah, you are kind of a step up of where you used to be.
Okay, let's see here. I used to never play survival mode. Each time a mob come up, I ran away screaming for you.
Yeah.
And that one time, when I wouldn't come out of the house till y'all checked around the tower.
I remember all these days. So, Tyre's not going to show up that well. You got a farm started down here?
Yeah.
Looks like you got the wheat knocked out of you, girl. Now see, the Enderman's gone and everything else. Just don't be busted on him. You know, don't be looking at him and hitting him and stuff. Don't just spawn. Alright, so I'm going to stop this now. Now that the intro's done and the screaming has stopped. And I'm going to show you how I deal with claustrophobia in this game. So, I will BBL. Plus, I want to eat too, so it's going to be a long BBL. But I'll be back to add to this. Okay, we're done eating dinner. Unfortunately, there was more with the Enderman. But same that even after a while, he did not want to despawn. So, I had to bring him in and kill him. Poor Enderman. So, usually like picking locations beside water, and I'll show that later on if we actually use that at all. But the first thing I want to do is get me a whole bunch of sand. And since the most likely place that I will do this, it will be next to the water anyway. And basically, for whoever is wanting to do this because they feel kind of claustrophobic, along the beaches and stuff kind of gives me a much easier feeling and stuff. Makes me feel a lot safer. So islands and stuff like that, small islands, I like doing that. And that way you can go on through the night or whatever as well. But the only thing I'm doing right now is gathering some resources really that I'm going to want. But the first thing I want to do is make sure I got the location that I want first. And what I'm going to do is make a strip mine. And that's basically how I deal with the claustrophobic part of the game. You can make the strip mine as large or as small as you want. Like, I can just stick to, I don't know, I'll show you. Kind of like, whatever starts easing you down as far as all that you have to deal with claustrophobia. So, I never mind up close to me for the obvious reason I don't want to fall to my death. But if this space right here is all you need to breathe, then go for it. Then you can put ladder up the wall and then come your way out, or you can build a stair step down. Oftentimes I'll keep it over here so you can see. That broke.
Okay, mine's about to break, so I might as well just.
I'm not worried about it. I'm not going to really use a pick or anything else, but literally to go down in it, you just stick to the outside perimeter of where you're going to be, and then take your ladder down. But whenever the reason why I build next to the water is because literally what I do is after I get down a really long ways and I don't want to use the water, well, you just make your waterfall. And it's easy to stop up. You can use it to get up or down, especially if it's close to the wall and the water. It will also bring in mobs and stuff, and sometimes they'll fall to their death or they'll put them in a place where you can take care of them. But it's easy to fix and make it all go away, or you can use it as like a ladder source to get up and down. The next thing I like to do is to make sure this is what I want. But the first thing I'm going to need to do is to get some stone so I can make better pickaxes. And we're also going to need some torches because it gets really dark. So
I'm gonna go and pick up the charcoal out of the furnace.
do what?
I made charcoal, yeah.
You made some charcoal?
Yeah.
Well, make some torches. So anyway, me and Robin's working on that, and I'm gonna get some of the stuff I need, and then I'll proceed to kind of show you how to determine where I want my pit to be. So we'll be back again in just a little bit. Okay, I'm back, and I hope all this is gonna go well, but you never know till you get started. So what I'm doing right now, you got those torches handy? Anymore? I've got 4, but that ain't gonna last me long.
Nope.
Are you gonna be making some?
Yeah, alright.
Alright, we'll go to sleep first. And I'm gonna start going straight down. So as you know, you don't take one straight down. The good players gonna know that already. Unless you're just really new to the game, you know, then
There's a
you
rule
might
in
not know
Minecraft.
that. There's a what?
There's a rule in Minecraft. You never dig straight down.
Yeah, you never dig straight down. So what I usually do is I pick places kind of off to the side, and you stand right here in the middle. That way, in case if you bust through to a chamber down below, then you will catch yourself with the next block. And what I'm doing is I'm trying to see if the strip mine is going to be a logical place to be. As you can hear the drown and all that. I did check the outside of the coast. Here's some charcoal. But I'm really not going to worry about getting anything right now. The charcoal is pretty much right here.
Coal. Charcoal's wet.
Coal. I did say charcoal, didn't I?
Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of stupid. Alright, so still got plenty of light. You said charcoal a while ago, so now I got charcoal stuck on my brain. Like I said, may not be the brightest at this game. I just do it to relax. I'm not trying to be the know-all, be-all of Minecraft. Just mainly dealing with what was said about, you know, claustrophobia. So
Like that.
and what I'm doing, I'm heading down to level 11. And the reason why I'm doing that is because that is where
Diamonds.
we find a lot of diamonds and stuff. So I am going to grab something as important as this on the way down. Other than that, I'm not going to worry about it too often much. And this kind of bothers me, but that's why you'll see me looking up from time to time. It kind of helps a little bit. And like I said, you can make this wider. You can always do like a block of 4. And occasionally, though, you have to give yourself a light source. So if too wide is just gripping you too much to the point, it's got me feeling a little. And she's throwing down stuff at me, which I didn't know it was coming. Yeah, torches, I know. But I didn't know they was coming. I was like, what's going on? But I soon recognized it was torches. So anyway, I am made it to level 23. If I do find any caverns along the way, that's one of the things I'm looking for is caverns. Even though caverns will, you know, help, the thing about it is, as much as they help, can be a little bit of pain as well. I'm not going to worry about that. Alright, so,
There we go.
okay, I'm just trying to get a little bit of a breather. Now, as you can see, we're getting really close to the bottom right here. How many ladders we got up there?
Huh? How many ladders?
Yeah. But we don't have to use ladders. That's why I actually brought sand. I made it down to level 16. This looks pretty safe to go down. So I'm just going to come back up from here.
The wandering traveler is invisible.
The wandering traveler is invisible. If you see, I put my torch on that side, so I'm going to put that there. But sand is really easy to work with. And now you got an elevator. Why was there an explosion?
Me.
Was it you?
No, it was not me.
Okay, well, I'm almost back to the top. I guess it's just thunder. Okay, so this is my way down. The traveler is invisible. Or he's hung up. Ooh, that lightning's getting close.
Go to sleep, go to sleep.
You freaking out. Okay, so that's pretty safe. So I probably will do my strip mining with that. And from here on out, I'm just going to show increments of that, of how it's done. But what I was looking for was like big giant voids. If there is caverns, I need to know about where they're at. So that way when you're strip mining and stuff, you won't fall to like your death. But now I can be a little more free about it. But I just do that as exploratory first. Plus, if you do that, you can run in possibly into diamonds. Oftentimes, I will do that and take it down to level 11, and I'll start carving out great big circles around me, and then start making a great big kind of like instead of going down a row and then leaving a wall, down a row, leaving a wall, which is the most effective way of finding diamonds. Like I said, sometimes it makes it hard for me to breathe. And as Fry was saying, and a lot of other people's going to feel that way. So when I do that, I go ahead and start strip mining at level 11 to get my diamonds. But if you just want to just enjoy the game and stuff, you can just hang out here and fish and everything else. But I'll show you the strip mining that we actually will take all the way down to probably level 11 for sure. And I'll show you how easy it is for me to breathe in there and stuff. So we're going to end it here for a second. Okay, so I'm back. I've started working on this mine. We've been doing some other stuff as well. But if you remember, we went down 2 here all the way to 11. Sand is super easy to take up. So I had a lot of extra sand. So I'm just going to fill that hole in so I don't fall to my death by running over top of that hole. And I don't know if you know the candle trick, but there's a candle. You can put a candle down at the bottom of it and remove a lot of sand that way. Kind of like this spot right. I won't do it there because that's where the water is. I'll make a spot to show you. For those that don't know, but if you got like, say, a great big tire of sand, you find a solid block that's under it, or that's what I do. Set the candle down and then just bust that one block. There's your sand. You just pick it all up, or whatever it is that you're using. So that great big tower of sand right there, that literally goes all the way down to 11. All I gotta do is I'll eventually fill this up so I don't fall down. You can also put a ladder there. I do that too. So if you put a ladder there, if you start to fall, it'll catch you. But whenever I get ready to move these two columns, I probably wait till I get down pretty good ways and then put a candle underneath it and take them all down. So as you can see, we're seeing a lot of daylight. I still got some wooden picks, so I've been dealing with it. But I don't go down too low. But as Fry was saying, he don't like that feeling of like feeling trapped. So whenever you look up, you know you don't want to feel that. That's nothing to be really worried about or anything, or feel bad towards yourself if you actually feel like that or claustrophobic. It's just something that I don't like it. Get stuck in an MRI machine or something, you'll see. But as you can see, there's that feeling not ever going to be there, and you can just enjoy the mining and enjoy the game. So if I'm down here like this and I start feeling a little claustrophobic, literally just doing this right here, I'm fine. So that's why I strip mine, and I'm only doing this wide of a spot. So that's it a little bit. BBL. Also, another thing you can do keep from falling to your death is pretty simple. Done established that we're going to have a waterfall in here to get up and down. That takes care of it too. Because even if you come inside, it's not like you're going to die. You got that really tight cavity, so you just float your way up and come on back. It's just that simple. So if you go up it right, you can actually go up to, you get up to here, as long as you don't miss your jump. It's better if you look down, and if my daughter's not in the way, and then there you go. So you essentially don't need ladders like that then. Well, hey, little guy, how you doing? Yeah, I'm doing fine. Come on. Let's get this over with so I can go eat. Or you can go down there and hang out down there. That's fine. Yeah, I'll see you in a little bit. So anyway, pretty simple, really. Makes a good little trap. Everything generally floats up, so it's not a big issue. I usually try not to look up because you don't ever know where you're going to be jumping. So anyway, I thought I'd just add that in. Makes it easy, and that way you don't die. So, plus you can use it instead of making stairs down into your workspace because you got that hole going all the way down. Okay, we made a little progress. And if you notice, the waterfall is still not filling into the strip mine. That's because there's a hole below it. So as long as you keep a hole below it, this will never come over in here unless just something goes horribly wrong. But if one block gets taken out at the top, then it just had to be repaired. But that's the current progress so far, and kind of where we're at. She's wanting to get started under the underwater house. Underwater house. And I really didn't want to. If you kind of hold back a little bit, you just walk right out. Best elevator in this world. So the underwater house here is going to be a little bit hard, or at least time consuming, because underwater houses is generally easier if you got not a very deep location to make it in. As far as I'm concerned, anyway. Who's trying to eat me?
I said you can look at drown that wants to eat you, but they...
Yeah. You can see all the ocean life and everything around you, but to do the underwater house, we're going to need probably, if you make it any size at all, I generally like to go 10 by or a lot bigger, because 10 by isn't even not that much. You're talking about a lot of sand and a lot of dirt, and then to get rid of it all. Plus you got to fight the drown. So I'm not really all up on the idea of an underwater home here, but we may do it. This is our little pumpkin farm going over here. We got uh, sugarcane. We got egg production. Of course, you don't really want to jump on your farm, so you got a way of jumping in, jumping out. As long as you got it too high, mobs won't try to generally get in, and stuff can't get out. So I don't usually do fences. We don't. So little bone meal. So kill some skeletons at night, and this stuff grows much faster then. So until next time. Okay, so we're back in the strip mine. As you can see, I've made some pretty good progress. I did run into a little cavern, had a couple of spiders in it, and skeletons, so I got a little loot out of that. I'm not going to be pushing that way. I am going to get this all right quick. Let me get some kind of jump and kind of fill that in. Really don't have to worry about it. If you notice, I hadn't even used a torch. I mean, it keeps it pretty lit up. This is a great place to store your junk or to get rid of some of it. And you, like I said, if you're like me and you're a little claustrophobic, then you can kind of work your way out as you do it. Doesn't hurt to leave a little bit of hole back there. I do like kind of having stuff looking pretty nice, but it don't have to be. And I kind of do it a little bit like I did coming down. I've already got this here going, but how I found that is 1, 2, 3. Usually stand back. Most of the stuff that you're gonna whack anyway is not really that big of a deal. Time we get down to the bottom, I'm gonna have tons of resources. You can usually reach about 4 down. I usually make sure I'm standing on the crack or in behind the crack. Like I said, I'm not any kind of a Minecraft expert. I'm just a gamer who can't stand tight spaces and feel a little bit claustrophobic at times in some games. And I still want to be able to have the experience that everybody really has. It does take a little bit longer to do the strip mine, but there's a lot of benefits from it. You get all the, you know, some of the rocks and stuff that you would want to have, and like coal and iron and a little bit of everything. You literally don't miss anything by doing so. I just hit the gravel with the pick. Don't really care because, like I said, I'm getting so much granite that I really don't care. So I've got a shovel for it. Or a lot of times I just use steps or something, but I'm really in a state of I don't care if it breaks it or not, because I just get that much granite. I got tons of trees around me, so I go in there and I make about 10 picks at a time, and I come back down and use them up. And the stuff that we kind of don't want in our chests and stuff, I use them as fillers, or I just throw them out in the ocean. So this is how I found the creatures the first time. And as soon as I opened up the cavern, small one, but it was a cavern, it did have mobs in it. As soon as I exposed it by doing this, I stepped back about 1 or 2, then made me a little pathway over to them, and then attacked them, and I don't think I took maybe 1 hit the whole time, so not that big of an issue. So I'm really not worried about the rock despawning or anything like that. I'm heading down to level 11 so we can get into the diamonds and stuff. 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. Now if I just really want to pick up the stuff, I already had gravel and flint and everything else. And then you can see it's 4 high. So I usually just stand right here. And if it bothers you to be pinned, you can usually reach about 4 or 5. keep plenty of picks and stuff on hand. And just sit here, and when I get down to level 11, I will literally do the same thing lots of times. If it's not bothering me too much, I'll make rolls. Because really the best way to look for diamonds is to do it in rolls. To me, that's what I was shown by in a video. Don't remember what it was. It's been years ago. Of the person who did it. You don't really want to hit down too much. I know that because you might accidentally take yourself out. But like if you got a walkway here, if you stand there and just drive down into it, like I said, I'm not worried about the gravel too much. Then go to the next one. Then take out the floor. You're not as apt to fall, especially if it's in the dark. Yes, I know. I'm doing gravel with the pick. That's like the biggest no-no there is. Don't be using stuff that doesn't supposed to be used and all that. I got it. Like I said, not too worried about it. But when you get down to the diamond layer, you generally want to do it like that. Just for the fact that if there is diamonds down there, you won't accidentally miss them because you'll be able to see both sides and they will literally glow in the dark. And then if you want to, if things start feeling like they're closing in, just swing around like this and it'll start opening everything up, kind of give you that feeling like you're not trapped and stuff as much. So that's what I do to level 11. And as you can see, I'm on level 41, so if I do 4 levels at a time going down, do this 10 more times, and I'm going to be all the way down. I'm starting to get a little bit full now. But this is just the easiest way to me, and that way it don't bother me too much, and others, as I go down. Plus, you pick up a lot of stuff along the way. You find some caverns you can kind of explore and stuff. Or have your friends to explore if you're doing multiplayer. So a lot of good comes out of it. So anyway, be back later. Okay, we're making good progress. We made it down to level 16. There was a great big slime when I woke up this morning, and as you can see, there's a ton of resources now. Starting to get into stuff like this down low. We're getting gold and a little bit of everything else. So we're down low enough though that I'm starting to get a little concerned about some of the side mining. I haven't really done any exploration mining yet, just pretty much been focusing on the shaft. The lava's a real danger down this low, so I'm more or less just putting a block down. Stay on that block. It's usually a little safer. You also need to squat in case there's lava below or something like that, of course. Want to try to start getting all this iron because we're going to need it. But so far it's been going pretty good. Just been taking this down. So far no real threats or anything like that to my safety by doing it this way. But if you want to live on the edge a little bit, of course, have fun just doing it. However, I'm really not one for that, so I like being sure I stay alive and not lose all my levels and stuff. And I just keep bringing this down. That's all there is to it. Usually I'll shoot through, I think I showed it once already, do the second level and then take out all this. That gives you room to move in case you need to. Then when you're down this low, like I said, punch this block out first. To me it makes it a little safer when dealing with lava. Of course if you get some water you might get pushed back, but I mean, that's really no issue. I do have the ocean on this side, but I'm far enough down I don't really have to worry about water coming gushing in. Okay, so right here we're going to have an issue, and the reason why is because my sand is down here. Not no worry, it's an easy fix. Just have to try to fix it so the water is always caught. I don't want to touch that until I get my iron pick, which I might as well work on that. I have been saving all my cobble. There's actually an achievement. Don't know if I've got it on this account or not. I've got several accounts, and I'm getting to the point to where I don't know which one I got my achievements on. I never have really looked yet. So I hadn't really been doing this for achievements anyway. Mainly just for showing how I deal with not being able to breathe or feel trapped and get rid of that. Okay, we made it. We're at the level 11th, and you can tell by it's 11 from the bottom because it's in between 928 and minus 698 in the position. That's what that means. I did skip some coal on the way down, but I mean, I ran into a really nice pocket. All this here, all over here, about 3 deep, was coal. So I'm down here where I want to be. The only thing I need to do is kind of move my waterfall. So I'm going to do that now. Make me a little hole. I didn't need to move that one. Get back down there. This might get a little messy here. Yep. Let me fix that real quick. Now it should catch. Bingo. Now I got my little elevator coming all the way down to level 11. Don't have enough stairs. That's not an issue. I got plenty of junk blocks. I just need to make me a couple is all. Now I can get back out. Now for level 11, like I said, it can be a little bit dangerous. I do know that that's the ocean. I don't really want to go that way just yet. But basically I'm looking for diamonds. And like I said, if you're feeling a little bit claustrophobic, you know, this is one way to go about it. Always leaving that one right in front of me. If it gets to where it's bothering you too much, you can just back out and kind of get a breather or open up the ceiling some. My biggest fear right now is lava. Not feeling too claustrophobic yet, so just gonna go in a little ways though. So like I said, whenever you do this, get your row that's about to here, and then just repeat. And that way, if there's anything, any diamonds, then you will see it. Just remember, always take out that second row that you're in first. Generally, I have pretty good luck with finding them pretty quick. But as I say that, I probably won't find a single one. I know there's none right to my right. At least I don't think it is. I never walk forward either. There's always some kind of pit or lava or something. Always wind up dying. But use this as the most efficient way to find diamonds. There's several videos on it. I have sit here and mined right past them before, not paying no attention. Duh. I just keep doing these little fingers going out until I find a pocket of them. That's where you do that little candle or torch trick. So far, not so good. Go a little bit further. Gold again. Been finding a lot of that. A ton. Be good for a golden apple. So we got some more iron. And even though you really want iron, you really gotta watch out. So many times I have found lava right next to it, down this low. It's not even funny. But this is where all the good stuff is, so you gotta come down here. Some more iron. Alright. Starting to run out of picks here. Probably will switch to the iron pick pretty soon, or either make me some armor with it. And technically, you could skip 2 spots instead of 1 in your rows to skip. because you just don't want to miss none. So technically, I could go 1, 2 here. I just generally prefer 1. Main thing is not miss no rows. Well, diamonds are being stingy. And the reason why I prefer to do it in 1 is, like I said, is all because of that feeling that I don't like to feel, and some other people don't as well. But whenever you do 1 across, you can reach across 3 rows. And although this is not needed, it does show you some stuff, like more of what's going on around you. But it also helps light up so it helps light up, and see, that just opens everything up, and it kind of helps remove that trap feeling once again. So that's the whole purpose of this video anyway. It's not really let's go find diamonds, but that would be nice. That's kind of why I come down to level 11. Hopefully nothing will come crashing on my head. It's kind of a no-no. Okay, so now that I'm here, and I got my little waterfall set up, and got this little deal shown how I normally do it. I'm actually going to go looking for diamonds, and I'll come back whenever I find some. And then I'll probably end up recording here just to show that you can get them at this level. But this will help you be able to, I mean, you can tell right there that this feels really nice. But over here, you really feel cramped. So, anyway, be back later. And so I'm back already. I literally just opened up a new tunnel. And then lo and behold, here's diamonds. I was knocking out some iron pockets, and then I found it. And like I said, that's why you come down to level 11 if you want to be able to get resources and stuff. And I really don't like being down this hole like this. You come here for this. This is why you come down this low. And hopefully we'll be lucky and get a 4 pocket. But more likely it will be a 2 pocket. But we're going to find out. Yep, it's a 2 pocket. So 2 if you're lucky, 4. But we got 2 diamonds. And that's the way you do it. So in this video we have shown strip mining. And it really is nothing to it. Just pick out the size that you want to do. The bigger the size, the more work you got to do. So just choose your workload. Don't choose it so hard that that's darn near impossible to get anything done. But yeah, like I said, it is a little dangerous, but you also have a nice little elevator, which I love doing. This is one of my favorite things to do, is to ride the elevator. You can speed it up if you move out a little bit, but if you don't get back in time, then you're in trouble. You're gonna die. But you can tell it's really far away down because it takes so long to get down here. But as long as you arrange your blocks in this little pattern right here, you got a little hole, and then one on each side, and you can go up it, and you can breathe, etc., and all that, as long as you got it turned the right way. Same thing with going down. It is a little bit more dangerous, so I generally don't like doing it if I don't have to. Just peek out every once in a while like that. Get you a breath. And try to look down when you jump. So if you want to live dangerously, just do it like that. And that will do it for how to deal with feeling claustrophobic or don't like the feeling of being trapped. Hope everybody enjoyed it. Have fun. Thanks very much for watching. Be sure to hit the like, hit the share, and have fun, everybody.